I love keeping in touch with the players and the game masters of the Heading into Language Land game, the Heading into Language Land world. We're building a fantastic community with positive, fun-loving people from all over the world. And in today's video, I want to share with you 2 emails that I got recently. And the first one is from Ian. Now, Ian was one of our top players, and he eventually became a game master. I say eventually, but actually it was a pretty quick thing. He's a great fit for that. He quickly became a game master. He's been helping to lead the Japanese gaming events. So if you're learning Japanese, you really got to fall in with him. He's an amazing guy. And in his email, he said, I've been swamped with homework recently. I'm graduating college in May. I thought I'd try learning some more math while I'm in school and get a math minor. I didn't realize it would be so much work. I hope to get more into Japanese again and maybe some other languages after I graduate, but I haven't really found the time. But then he goes on to say, and this is going to be a similar vibe to the second email that I'm going to share. He goes on to say in the next line, I'm looking forward to the games starting again. We're starting back in April, guys. He says, if there's any Heading into Language Land related experiments you'd like me to do, I can try them out soon because I'm going home for spring break next week. And I could probably get my family to play some Hill with me. Hill is the abbreviation for this game. So just let me know if you want me to run any experiments. How are things going for you? Regards, Ian. And what I said to Ian was, I can't think of any very specific experiments I'd like you to run, but there's a general thing I'd like to know. How does it feel after having played the online version so much over the past year? How does that compare to getting back to playing with the real physical cards at the table with family and friends? I'd be curious to know what you think are like the pros and cons of that, or basically just how it feels. Now, personally, I love playing at the real physical table with the real physical cards with people, real people, and just feeling their real presence. I'm all about that. That's my favorite way. But I've learned over the past year that the online game has its advantages because, you're not limited by people's location. So you can play and chat with people who you could not otherwise. And you can chat with people from all sorts of different countries. So I can't deny that playing the online games too has been an eye-opening experience for me and a very fun experience for me. So thank you, Ian, for your email. It was great to hear from you. And second email I wanted to share comes from Wendy. Wendy swiftly became one of our top players. I think she's played about 10 games over the past year. I think she's played Japanese, German, English, Mandarin, something like that, a bunch of different languages. And she's from Taiwan, so that's really cool. And she wrote me this email. She said, hey Matt, congratulations. Keep in mind, she is so focused on learning English, and she's been learning it to a very high level. That takes a lot of dedication. That's part of the reason why I wanted to share this email. Her English ability has just blown me away, and I wish my Mandarin was that good. She says, hello Matt, congratulations, I'm glad you have a new member in your family. I haven't had one. She's saying that she hasn't had a child. I haven't had one, and I would like to know more about parenting, especially how you can recharge your energy on a daily or weekly basis after taking care of 2 kids. And I love that question because she knows what I'm doing with social media and game design and the online games, and she knows I have 2 kids. She's like, where do you find the energy? Energy is something that I think about a lot. I'm very serious about energy, diet, my health, exercise, my mentality, because I want the energy to always be there. Energy is super important. A lot of people say it's even more important and valuable than time. You might have a lot of time, but if you have no energy and no health, what are you going to do with that time? If you have a lot of energy but limited time, you can still get a lot done. So energy is super important. And I told her about that when I replied. Great topic, energy, and I'm always questioning other people I know who are very energetic to get tips and tricks from them. She goes on to say, I'm fully focused on learning English right now. The most recent word I learned is Herculean, which means very difficult. Love that word, by the way. I love that word. And I also have learned that oh boy means something similar to oh my god. Not exactly, it doesn't literally mean boy. I was a bit shocked and embarrassed when I first learned this word. And I know what you mean. Sometimes you learn a new word and you don't use it quite in the right way, and it can lead to embarrassment in social situations. I've had that happen to me a lot with Mandarin in China. I'll never forget some of those stories. And since you told me you're fully focused on learning English, Wendy, you reminded me that we should host an English-focused, a dedicated English game sometime. We haven't done one of those in a while. So if anybody's watching, if you're an English learner, let's do a game specifically for you guys. I love learning English, even though it's my native language, so I'd love to help you out with that too. Now, the next thing she says, I know very little about. She says, I'm in my interviewing period and sharpening my front-end web development skills right now. I've built some projects, and I'm trying to do marketing on LinkedIn. I've shared content related to JavaScript and React.js. I mean, can you imagine talking about this kind of stuff in your non-native language, your second or third language? I mean, Wendy, you're amazing. I don't even understand this. It's grammatically correct, and everything's spelled perfectly, but I don't even understand this. I don't know about this kind of thing. So you're amazing. Now, here's the thing she said, which kind of ties into what Ian was saying about finding time. She closes the email by saying, I'm still looking forward to our online gaming. I'm not sure if I'm going to have time, but normally I'll find time to have an adventure in language. I love that because I think the same way. I will find the time, or maybe make the time is a good way to say it. I will make time to have an adventure in language learning. Wendy, you kind of gave expression to something I've always felt but never put into words. So that's amazing. And I hope all of you who are watching will make time to join us. Join Wendy, join Ian, join me, and have an adventure in language learning this year. Don't even wait till later on in the summer or the fall. We're starting back in April. I want to see you there. You can see the schedule and sign up at languagecardgames.com. Ian and Wendy, thank you so much for your emails, and I look forward to chatting with you more in the future. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you back here next time. Bye-bye for now.